If today feels heavier than usual, stay here with me for a few minutes. You don't have to pretend you're okay. You don't have to explain anything. And you definitely don't have to turn today into some incredible comeback story. Maybe today isn't about conquering the world. Maybe today is simply about making it through, gently. So for the next few minutes, put down whatever you can put down. Unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, and take one slow breath. Breathe in and breathe out. There. You don't need to solve your whole life right now. You only need to be here. Sometimes, a difficult day has a way of convincing us that everything is difficult. One thing goes wrong, then another. And suddenly, our minds start collecting evidence. Nothing is working. I'm behind. I should be doing better. Everybody else seems to have figured this out. Why can't I? But listen to me. You are allowed to have a difficult day without deciding that you have a difficult life. Let that sit for a moment. A hard moment is not a hard life. A bad morning isn't a bad future. One closed door doesn't mean there aren't others waiting to open. One person's rejection doesn't determine your worth. One mistake doesn't erase everything you've done right. And one chapter, even a painful one, doesn't get to write the ending of your story. This is a moment, and moments move. Maybe there's a list somewhere, things you should have finished, messages you haven't answered, laundry, work, bills, appointments, plans, goals, things you've been promising yourself you'd finally start. And maybe you're looking at all of it thinking, I can't do this, so don't do all of it. Do one thing. And if one thing feels like too much, do half of one thing. Take the shower, drink the water, answer one message, open the curtains, step outside for 5 minutes, eat something, make your bed, or don't. Maybe today, your accomplishment is simply, I stayed, I kept going, I made it through another hour. That counts too. You don't have to earn rest by completely exhausting yourself first. You're allowed to stop. You're allowed to breathe. You're allowed to say, this is enough for today. There's something I want you to notice. Listen to the way you're speaking to yourself today. Would you speak that way to someone you love? Would you look at your best friend when they're exhausted and say, you should be doing more? Would you look at someone who's hurting and tell them, everybody else handles life better than you? Would you tell someone you love, you're failing because you don't have everything figured out yet? Probably not. So why does your own heart deserve less kindness? You can want to grow without hating where you are. You can want to improve without insulting the person you're becoming. You can hold yourself accountable and still hold yourself gently. You don't become stronger by constantly reminding yourself of everything you think is wrong with you. Sometimes strength sounds like, I'm struggling today, and I'm going to take care of myself anyway. Think about this for a moment. There were days in your past that felt enormous while you were living them. Days you couldn't imagine getting through. Things you thought would break you. Goodbyes you didn't want. Changes you weren't ready for. Plans that fell apart. Moments when you genuinely wondered, what am I going to do now? And yet, here you are, not untouched, not unchanged, but here. You found another morning, then another, then another. Somehow life kept moving, and so did you. You don't need to know exactly how you're going to get through everything that's ahead. you've rarely known. You just kept taking the next step, and that's all life is asking from you today. Not the next 100 steps, just the next one. Maybe you're not behind. Maybe you're just living a life that doesn't look exactly like the one you imagined. Maybe you're comparing your middle to somebody else's highlight. Maybe you're judging yourself against deadlines you created years ago. Before you knew who you would become, you were supposed to have the career by now, the relationship, the money, the house, the confidence, the answers. But who decided that? Life doesn't happen in one correct order. People begin again at 30, at 40, at 50, at 70. People fall in love later than expected, discover new careers, move somewhere new, make new friends, start businesses, learn things, change their minds, become completely different people. There is still so much life you haven't met yet. Don't call yourself late when the story isn't finished. Your mind may be trying to solve tomorrow right now. What if this happens? What if that doesn't work? What if I make the wrong decision? What if nothing changes? But tomorrow isn't asking you for an answer tonight. Tomorrow hasn't even arrived. And sometimes we exhaust ourselves fighting situations that exist only in our imagination. So come back to this room, back to this breath, back to right now. Ask yourself, what do I actually need in this moment? Not next month, not next year, not for the rest of your life. Right now. Maybe you need rest. Maybe you need food. Maybe you need quiet. Maybe you need to cry. Maybe you need someone. Maybe you need sunlight. Maybe you need music. Maybe you just needed somebody to remind you. You don't have to have everything figured out tonight. Take another breath, and if you can, say these words with me. Slowly. I am allowed to have difficult days. I don't have to solve everything today. I am doing the best I can. With what I have right now, I can take life one moment at a time. I release what I cannot control tonight. I am allowed to rest. I am allowed to ask for help. I am allowed to begin again. One difficult chapter does not define my whole story. Tomorrow is another chance, and one more. I will be kind to myself while I find my way. Before you leave, I want you to remember something. You don't have to become a completely different person tomorrow. You don't need some dramatic transformation. You don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. and suddenly have your entire life together. Just wake up. That's enough to begin. Open the curtains, let some light in, take another breath, and try again. Maybe tomorrow is easier. Maybe it isn't. But tomorrow will be different. Because tomorrow is another day. And there are people you haven't met yet, places you haven't seen, songs you haven't heard, laughs you haven't laughed, beautiful, ordinary mornings you haven't lived, conversations that will change you, moments that will surprise you, versions of yourself you haven't met yet. There is still life ahead of you. So don't let one difficult day convince you that you've seen everything your life has to offer. You haven't. Not even close. For tonight, put the world down. You've carried enough. Rest. Tomorrow can wait until tomorrow. Take one more slow breath. Breathe in and breathe out. And wherever you are today, I'm glad you're here.